Greetings and salutations! We're in over an hour now, I believe, and we are just a few steps further into solving this mystery. Ivan has been pretty much useless, also rather sus, but I don't think it was him. But yes, we are resuming, heading into Watson's section. I am dreading encountering him, because I suspect he might be the one who's done this. Alright, the door's powers down, comes back online, it slides open, we're in. Oh, that looks bad. That looks very, very bad. I mean, why have you got the AI that's known to be a bit rogue and really dumb in control of your frigging biosphere and the thing that ensures that, you know, everyone stays alive? Alright, Colossus, I'm in habit control. What do you mean to do exactly? As you know, habits are required of delicate balanced environmental conditions. Watson has not performed his first biannually atmospheric balance. We cannot risk the habitats. Please complete this task as quickly as possible. Can do. Alright. See, this is kind of very worrying. We got a polar one. Okay, now let's just see. Wow. It's true, nothing has been done. It could take me hours to do all this unless... Oh, damn. We have all the binary again. We're doing the binary matching. Okay, that is 5. Looking at my notes. Okay, and that was 6, I believe. I'm just going to write these down as I go so I don't forget their placements. 5, 6. That is 4. That is 2 down there. That is 2 up there. You put 2 here. Job's a good one. So what else do we have? That is number 3. That is 4. So it's 4 and 4, all nice and done. That is 1. We've not found that yet. That is 7. So we have... That's 0. That is 1. So we go like that. We've got that nice and done. That's 3. We go here. That's also nice and done. Lovely. Alright, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I think that's 7. There we go. Don't ask me to do the maths. I did it years ago. I'm just using my uni notes. So we have 6 over here. We have 6 over there. We have 0 here. I think 0 was there. And then we got 5 and 5. I'm going to look forward to these. I'm going to look forward. This is what some of the ones that some of the people really hated. I hate all the sodding other ones. Because I can just go, oh, cheat sheet. Use it. Okay. Watson has the same computational skills I do. Sorry, same computational abilities as I do. Skip out such an elementary task is just lazy. There we go, all balanced and ready to go. Top that, Watson. Ada turns to leave. Oh, Director Heroes is here. Hello, Ada. Director Heroes. My passive perception sensors need an upgrade. I am here as well. Why? I was already on the way to our core. That is irrelevant. We'll speak to you here to minimize chance of... That is quite enough, Colossus. Now I have something to ask you, Ada. Yes, Director. We know that you and Grace investigated Alpha's body in spite of numerous orders you gave to the contrary. Multiple cameras place you both near the robot maintenance bay and the scene itself. Director Heroes, Heroes holds up a hand, Science Ada. Please spare me your flimsy excuses. Normally I wouldn't care. I know my daughter. She was going to investigate anyway. There's only so much I can do to stop her without locking her in her room. She's not my little girl anymore. She needs to learn how to make her own mistakes. But we know you took something from Alpha. It looked like a data drive from what we saw. We know you recovered encrypted footage from our lab. Data, I'd like to defend these. I'm sorry, Ada, but your appeal has been denied. Data drive must be dealt with when the investigators arrive. I'm afraid we must order you to delete the data. That's evidence. What? Are you asking me to delete video evidence might exonerate Grace. Oh, the data on the video might very well clear Data's name. We're lucky. Okay, I predict the data on the drive will be more harmful than anticipated. We're better off even knowing what's on there. Depth of heroes, that seems suspicious, ill-advised, I don't care. What matters is I'm right about this. Trust is the best course of action both for you and my daughter. That is not a suggestion, is it? No, Ada, it's not. I'm ordering you to delete this footage. Ada, you've been given direct order, please comply. Oh. Hey, Evan. What could you possibly gain from wanting to talk to me? More importantly, why should I even care? I haven't even said anything yet! You don't need to, I already know what give me another headache. How do you feel about the AI? What's this, no snappy comments? Sure, Grace Forton? I just want to answer the question. Not everything needs to be going at each other's throats. Since you asked so kindly, I don't have an opinion. What do you mean? I mean exactly what I said. I don't particularly feel any way or any kind of way about AI or people for that matter. Only individual that does not bring extreme... Oh god. The only individual that does not bring me extreme displeasure is my wonderful kitten. I'm pretty sure spending time with Ada's got a lot more engaging if I was spend time with Ivan's cat. So Ivan, what other resources will you be willing to make available to me? Seems you and Ada have grown close in the next few hours you spent together. What amazing deductive skills you have. You're a bright researcher and not as any of your business. You're one to talk after shoving your snout up in all my business. For investigative purposes, you're just being nosy. And keep your slimely oily nose pointed away from me, thank you very much. I'm simply making an observation. It's strange to see such closeness between a human and an AI. It's not that irregular. Creators have relationships with their AI. Yet you are not a creator. Ada and I are bonded by a common desire. Plus, she was made to be likable. So what if I happen to enjoy her company? Have I ever mentioned how strange you are? Have I ever mentioned how ugly you are? Let's get back on task here. What other resources you're willing to make available to me? Well, I suppose I can give you access to our entire research database. That's really all I can think of. Ivan enters a password. Flooded data goes across the screen. Ivan looks at Grace and smiles. Have you ever heard of a sort function? Take me weeks to get through all this data. Well, that's really awful for you. Maybe you should have thought twice before going all rogue with an AI and putting your nose in where it doesn't belong. I wouldn't be here if Alpha's neural network hadn't been hijacked on your watch. Just do what you need to do and get out. Your presence is not good for my health. Alright. I'd rather write a quick algorithm, so for both our sakes, that sooner I might hear than later. Well, I'm looking for some discrepancy in the logs. Okay, while command executes for as long as the condition is specified as true. For puzzles, it powers on a charged nodule of the same colour until powered on. The charged nodule will prevent the neon in the pipe from flowing. Alright, that's not too bad. Wait. Doesn't this need to be... Huh. Well, that's the only wile we've got. Oh, I see, that's blue. It's not the fact that it turns this blue. Fair enough. That's my misunderstanding. I think that would be an if. If and else. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Fun old if statements. Look, Ivan, an out-of-sort algorithm that saves time and sanity. Oh wait, you didn't have any sanity to begin with. It's a pity you have to be others in an attempt to make yourself feel worthwhile. Doesn't make a difference, however. You know, let's just see what turns up. Nothing? This cannot be another dead end. Someone have to at least fudge their hours, use all equipment or something. Like I said 5,000 times, there's nothing wrong on my or my team's end. Ugh, can you stop breathing down my neck? That doesn't help. Stop, finish your snooping and then go bother someone else. Fine, I will. Talk to me when you are finished. I don't trust that you'll leave without disturbing more of my lab when you're done. Jeez, paranoid much. My lab, my rules. Alright. He is a chunky little cat, Mr. Frilly Whiskers. Your cat is adorable, Ivan. Too bad it has to live with you. I'll have you know that Mr. Frilly Whiskers and I were fated to be together. I disdain everything that isn't him, and he reciprocates the feeling. Just marry your cat while you're at it, Ivan. Who needs people? Once we're in agreement on something. Okay, what about this? That is not a thing, apparently. What about these? Stack of tablets with research notes about the Markov project by Ivan. Okay, it's very different. Just what are you doing? I wanted to look at your notes, you know, compare them to mine and all that. What? You think you can just peer into someone else's notes like that? Ivan, we're working on the same project. There's literally no reason for you to act like this. There is a reason. I don't want you to look at I don't want you looking at my notes. All right. Nothing of use here. Yeah, it's got to be something else around here. It's got to be some sort of proof. So what are you doing? I'm running out of time, and I know it wasn't my work that caused Alpha's demise. I showed you before, Fortran. We're thorough. Nothing would have gotten past us. Nothing more for you to put your grubby paws on. I shuffled some tablets off a desk. Really, if the night shift followed my protocols, this lab would be far better off. Oh, Grace's eye catches something behind the papers. That just fell to the ground there. You'd think that'd be something important. Grace retrieves a burnt-out power cord. A small section of burnt-out power cord looks similar to the cords used in the body of the androids for Alpha and Ada. Aha! What do we have here? Defective power cord. Do I really have to remind you what it is? But why was it tucked behind a desk like this? Must have fallen out of the disposal bin. Moppers are efficient, but they're clumsy sometimes. Really? What the? There's no way that came from my team. Probably Ellen and a team of chumps. They're a incompetent lot. Yeah, everyone else is incompetent besides you and your little researchers, huh? Yeah, you included. What exactly is your problem with me? Other than the fact you receive special treatment for being the daughter of the director, nothing. You know I don't receive special treatment. I work just as hard as you to be where I am today. That's debatable. I'm not sure anyone works as hard as I do. Oh, please. If that's what helps you sleep at night, by all means, believe it yourself. I just sleep just fine at night. I will continue to do so, thank you. Grace rolls her eyes. When's Ellen's shift? Precisely after mine. This is on the way to her computer, and don't touch anything else. Computer used by the night shift. Ivan has a habit of leaving aggressive notes on here when dissatisfied with the state of with the lab is left in. Alright. This one's Ellen's, right? Of course, Dr. Fortan. Do you have any other obvious questions? Right, because asking something about a lab I don't work in is an obvious question. Alright, grammar puzzles. These are going to be fun. So, substance may be 1 to 2 or 1 to 1. The number of characters that replace a single character may vary. Alright, in addition, we introduced the epsilon, represents an empty string. And no further substitutes can be made, and nothing to replace. Alright. So, S equals TT. TT equals R. R. Okay. T. So T equals R, and so that one has to be this one because it's only a single. And MR. This one's nice and easy, I like this. What? Oh, RK, sorry. No. No, I want to put it back, you stupid machine. Okay, can I... Why is this so awkward? So, let's try that again. R. K. There we go. I was reading down and I got ahead of myself. So, R equals MR. And then we have an R equals epsilon. Okay. Interesting. And then we have K equals JJ. And then I guess that has to be M. Okay, still got it. Really, Ivan. You should teach your people to make more secure passwords. Alan's not one of my people. My people know how to make passwords that take more than 5 minutes of fumbling to crack. I'm sure they do. Now I need to check her logs. Well, that's not what I was hoping for. What, Fortran? The wire was faulty, but it was replaced with a new one. The faulty one should have been disposed of entirely, but it looks like cleaning up after herself isn't one of Ellen's strengths. So there's nothing like I said there would be. You know? My great bracelet strategy. Meet me at AO Core Stat. Brace journal updated. What a shame, I have to go later, Ivan. Alright. Elementary conundrum. I think. Again, I didn't get the chance to really read that. Okay. I just got elementary, my dear Watson, in my head. We know Watson's going to turn up and cause havoc. Okay, Grace arrives outside the AI core. Find Ada waiting for her. She walks up to Ada. How did it go? You seem right enough. I imagine it wasn't too bad of a reprimanding. If so, I can talk to Colossus and explain. Thank you for the offer, but I actually have not been to see Colossus yet. What do you mean? What have you been doing? I got sidetracked and have to stop at Watson's workspace. Were you able to find anything in Ivan's lab? Are you okay? You seem off. Off? Yeah, like you're not acting normal. Normal compared to what? Touche. Well, I won't pry. We're friends. When you know, friends are there for one another when they need to vent or talk. Okay. I will keep that in mind, Grace. I'm happy you think that way. Thank you. Did you find anything in Ivan's lab? Just a faulty wire and a receipt for a new wire. Was iron at least tolerable? As tolerable as ever be. So no. Alright, so we probably should get this over with. Okay. Well, at least we have each other when dealing with Colossus' wrath. I believe we'll be meeting with the Eastern Goddess persona instead of Colossus right now. I sensed the shift in my neural receptors while conversing with him earlier. I think Alpha's death has gotten to him more than he lets on. He tends to switch personality matrices when dealing with emotional issues because Eastern Goddess is better at handling them. I'm not sure if that makes it any better. We'll be just fine. Interesting. Grace and Ada walk into the air core where they're met by the booming voice of Eastern Goddess. Well, well, well. Someone has managed to fit us in their schedule today, I see. Grace looks at Ada. Apologise for the tardiness of his task with another issue, you know. Yes, good old Watson. Always straying from the path and late to the party. Do you realise why you are here? Yes. Awkward moment passes. Come closer, both of you. You're an AI. Why would we have to get closer? And? I apologise for not seeking your permission, but I felt the matter at hand needed to be dealt with immediately. I could not wait for protocol. I understand your concern, Ada. Your friend died. I knew him too. Alpha's death is indeed a grave loss for us all. Thank you for understanding. Wait a minute, I am not done. You are not the superior here. You might be older, but you need to go through me with any major decision you feel you need to make. Particularly when your decision includes uploading yourself into an android to investigate your friend's death after he specifically ordered not to. Yes, I understand, but... No, buts. Do you have any idea how foolish you made me seem to the Conclave? I apologise again for that, but... Apologise? There is a system in place for a reason. You're supposed to report to me. I refuse to allow my AIs to skitter around like Clay's nanites. There is integrity to be held here, and you've tarnished our impeccable reputation because of your human-like impulses. We're irrational, logical beings. I expect you to behave like one. Eastern Goddess focused on Grace. Speaking of which, I see that the two of you become friends. As for you, to Miss Fortran, I expected better from you considering your status. With all due respect, I firmly believe that Ada had every right to occupy a humanoid form. It might have been unauthorized, but the decision was made with good interest. Grace, you do not have to. Ada was acting as a concerned friend. I would have done the same thing. I fully support her. While I admire your act of defense, Ada, your disregard for authority is vexatious. You have still accompanied Ada. Well, she set on a little mission, and you hold partial responsibility for any misconduct. There hasn't been any misconduct, but we simply want to know what happened to Alpha at a faster pace than the Conclave will allow. If Ada receives any punishment because of this matter, I will wish the same punishment. Thank you, Grace. Valuable time has been wasted for these investigators to arrive. I will not argue with that, but yet there are few rules in place that need to be followed. It's quite possible that you two have contaminated the entire investigation. However, since you've already taken it upon yourself to turn yourself to a physical body, I suppose there's not much I can do. I will allow for your silly investigation to continue as long as it ceases, as long as the investigators come in. But don't expect me to back you up when they get here. You two started on this your own, you will finish it on your own. Understood. Lastly, when the investigators arrive, do not disrupt them. Follow any orders they give you. We will. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of line here, but do you have any suggestions to any eyes of knowing what happened to Alpha? Really? Yes. Another pause hangs in the air as Grace and Ada wait answer. If you have not yet communicated with Blue, I suggest doing so. She might have an inkling. I'm not sure how cooperative she will be with Dr. Fortran here. Thank you, Eastern Goddess. Thank you. We're gracious for your patience with us. Very well, do not cause any more trouble. We will not. Now, I bet Ada's been threatened to not only hand over that hard drive and destroy it, but also to basically pretend that doesn't exist and any knowledge of it because they threatened Grace. Okay, if you do, prepare to suffer the consequences. Alright. We're now heading towards Blue's workspace. I have to confess, I've only been to Blue's workshop a few times. Working with her while efficient is difficult. She does have, okay. She likes toying with human psychology. That's not a good sign. Okay. I swear this hallway gets creepy every time I come here. I'm fine with this if we weren't already on some sort of wild goose chase. If I stored the information correctly, then goose is some sort of bird. I might be missing context here. It's just a saying. We're not actually chasing a goose, Ada. We're pursuing something that's not likely to be achieved. Blues probably has no idea. No one has any idea. When will we get answers? I know this is stressful. We will find some. We will find something eventually. Don't know, Ada. I'm just exasperated. It will be all worth it when we find out what truly happened. Work in silence for a moment. Grace, there's something I must disclose with you. It's about Eggy back there. Don't tell me. She scares me a little bit. The less I know, the better. No, not Eastern Goddess. It's something to do with your mother. Grace stops walking. My mother? What about her? Earlier, when I was sidetracked, I was actually misled. Colossus directed me to Watson's workspace because he'd not been in to do his work. That much was true, but it's not the real reason I was told to deviate. Whilst I was in there, your mother and Colossus confronted me. They suggested I delete the video surveillance from Ivan's lab. They did what? Yes, and I can't believe they would try to get you by yourself to ambush you. Well, actually, yes, I guess I can believe it. They're schemers. Wait, did you code it first? No, I did not. Don't tell me you disobeyed them. Ada remained silent. Oh no, Ada, there's got to be a good reason for you to do such a thing. What did they say? It's implied that the footage on there could be harmful to you. What? What could have possibly been on there? I'm not sure. I did not view it. Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability? Your mother's logic, while questionable in ethics, was sound. The tape contained potentially harmful information. Disposing of it without finding out means that we'll not be lying to investigators if we deny knowledge of the drive's contents. Well, thank you for telling me, Ada. Admitting something like that would be really hard. I find it relieve you're not upset with me. Can't say I'm happy with the way things turned out, but you did it because you thought of me. I don't think I could be mad at you for that. Thank you, Grace. No needs. No thanks needed. I'm just doing what anyone would do, except for Ivan, but that's beside the point. I just wish I knew what was on that footage. I know refusing a direct order face-to-face wouldn't end well for any of us. No problem, I just hope it was the right decision. As much as I'd love to admit it, it might not have helped me. There are times I may have been messing around with parts of the project I'm not technically on. I guess there's nothing I can do about it now. If you get to Blue's workspace and you get any insight or more disappointing news for us. Alright, so we continue down the hallway. And we now have a another door puzzle. To forewarn you, Blue does not care for human visitors in her space. I couldn't tell. She might not take your presence well. I guess I'll have to deal with it. I will step in if she gets too distracted. Oh, no door puzzle. Okay, we enter the Blue's workspace. Blue? Hello, Ada. Hello, Ada's little human friend. Hello, Blue. We're wondering if you could answer some questions for us. I guess I could, even though I have all of this extra work to do thanks to Watson. So you better make it snappy. I, unlike some present company, fulfill my responsibilities. Actually, some of those questions concern Watson. Alpha as well, if you don't mind. Sure, as long as it doesn't take long, I have things to do. Many, many important things to do. You don't happen to have a chair around here, do you? I've had a long day. You poor human. Must be so hard to process at the slowest speed imaginable. Blue. No, no chairs. Standing will make you slightly more efficient, and it's starting to bore me. Why did you bring a human here to bore me, Ada? We're not here to bore you, we're asking for your help. Please be respectful to Grace. Fine, but I'd rather stab my own processor than work at human pace. And I have no hands either, so I'd have to build them and then stab myself. Even Ada's talking like a human now. Really, honey, you really make a shockingly poor downgrade. Blue, play nice. It's okay, Ada, I understand the frustration. It only took your entire life. Oh, I get it, you're smarter than me. Wow, you're actually able to comprehend. Yeah, really, really funny. You really don't like me, do you? I never said that, out loud. Well, can we at least try to set our differences, set aside our differences and work together? Actually, you know what would be fun? A game. If you can prove to me to be useful, human, I will answer any and every question you have for me. If not, you have to stop slowing me down with your stagnant conversation and leave. Alright, I'm ready. And we are on another grammar puzzle. Alright, subs Jason, yeah, we have all the subs. Alright, termination trees may as well be paired with what characters? So we have to... I don't understand the wording of this. God's sakes. For a grammar puzzle, they need to work on their own grammar. Alright, so we go with T and T. T is equal to Q and Q. T is also equal to J and M. And T is also equal to T. So first of all, T is equal to T. We're going to presume this one is going to be in order. It's going to spell out AIs or superior beings. You know, I already know this is what it's going to be. So it's J and M at the end. This is going to be K, possibly. It's going to be AI's S. And then KS. There we go. Lovely. You passed, I guess. Oh. Ah, Luke got it on the first try. Meh. Congratulations, human. You've performed an entry-level task that all new employees to my lab must perform. Truly, your talent shines above all. Hey, you're the one who told me to do this if I want to get anything out of you. Ah, yes, I was sincerely hoping you'd get annoyed and leave. I suppose you want to perform your little investigative tasks. I do. Feeling cooperative all of a sudden. No, I'm tired of wasting energy by powering my speakers. Look to your inefficient heart's content. I'm going to be productive. Right, it could... I don't touch anything with oily simian hands. If you break anything, then you're really going to wish you never set your dirty feet in here. Okay. Alright, and with that, I think we're going to have to call it quits for this video. Again, why would you have these eccentric, to say the best, AIs working in such a important freaking lab? It's just... they're a bit too unstable. I definitely have a kill switch in some of these suckers.